guys, Squill here, and welcome to a Battlefield 6 video. I'm going to show you footage today that I have captured of Battlefield 6 whilst at an event with EA. I'm currently on my lunch break at an event, and I'm gonna sat in a park recording this footage, recording this audio rather, on top of the footage that I've captured at the event. I wanted to get this out to you as quickly as possible. I'd also like to quickly thank EA for inviting me to this Battlefield 6 multiplayer event. Without further ado, let's take a look at the footage and what I've seen so far. Now, those of you who've been with my channel for a long time will remember that I started my channel on Battlefield 3 and then went on to Battlefield 4 and even some Battlefield 5. Back in the day, I was a big Battlefield player. Now, Battlefield, in my mind, has kind of lost its direction a little bit of late, and I think EA and DICE have acknowledged that, and they've aimed to address all of the players' concerns with Battlefield 6. So what's actually happened? Well, with weapons and classes, what we've seen so far is they've got the class system back. We've got the Assault class, the Recon class, Engineer class, and of course the Support class. They're all there with their very exclusive things that they can do, so that's good to see. They've addressed that. Weapons, there's a good selection so far of assault rifles, SMGs. We've got snipers, DMRs, it's all in there, pistols. There's a lot of attachments that you can put on, just like the Battlefield games are used to. You know, the rails, the optics, the grips, etc. You know, the version we've been playing is obviously a bit cut down from the final release. It isn't the final release, that's what you've got to remember. But from what we've seen so far, it's all very positive. Graphics-wise, and in terms of destruction, it really is top drawer on the graphics. The frame rates have been fantastic on the games we've played. I don't know what the specs are on the PCs. Destruction-wise, yeah, it's what you would expect from Battlefield. They did show you some footage in a video of some players that were in the windows in a building, and with one RPG just took the entire wall down. The wall fell down. You know, it's classic Battlefield stuff of revealing cover. So that's great to see. I've had a lot of fun playing the game so far, and yes, I have experienced some great destruction with some grenade launchers and that kind of thing. In terms of vehicle play, now, I haven't played in the aircraft and I haven't played in the helicopters at the event so far, but I did get a chance to play in the tanks. I had a lot of fun in the tanks as a secondary gunner and repairing and that kind of thing. And then I also managed to get into an anti-aircraft gun and have a bit of a laugh. I was trying to lock onto one of the aircraft to see how it worked. He flared, of course. And then I locked on again and fired the shot, but my shot didn't go at the aircraft. It actually took a hard right turn and went straight to the flares that he'd previously deployed, which I thought was very interesting. Anyway, along came a helicopter while I was in the anti-aircraft gun, and I was a bit more successful in that one. It has two modes. It has a lock-on and a missile, and then there's an anti-aircraft gun itself, which seems to fire around about 20 rounds before it then goes into cooldown, but it does a lot of damage. And I managed to take the helicopter down, which was a lot of fun watching him explode into a big fireball. In terms of maps, I think they said that the lead map designer was there. I think they said there are 9 maps on release, and they've designed each map specifically so that it can support all the game modes. Now, he did show you an example of one of the maps. I think it was the Cairo map, and he showed you how it's laid out for the different game modes. In terms of game modes, we've got the usual conquest, domination. You've got team deathmatch, you've got a squad deathmatch, and then you've got breakthrough, which I think is like the old Rush, if you remember that. And then you've got King of the Hill. Now, we didn't see King of the Hill. I don't know how it works, but the map designer definitely mentioned King of the Hill. Now, I have some dates for you. So you'll be able to download Battlefield 6 from the 4th of August. That will be available on Steam, Epic, the EA app, PlayStation 5, and Xbox X and S. There is an open beta early access on the 7th and 8th of August, and then there's an open beta test 1, if you like, on the 9th and 10th of August, and then the second test is on the 14th to the 17th. Now, I believe there's Twitch drops to be had on the event day, which will be hopefully today, if this video's out on time. I think you can watch the stream and get invite codes. If not, I think if you're in the EA early access program, that kind of thing, I think you'll get keys automatically. But anyway, that's my first take of Battlefield 6. I may put out some of the fuller video games as a full video as well. I'll take a look at the footage that I've got and see if they're worth throwing out. But apologies if the audio is not up to standard, but, you know, I am stood in the middle of the park. That's it from me, guys. Take care. Happy shooting.